敬爱的上人、常住师父 brother and sister, everybody, good morning. I'm Dejie. I'm grateful to have chance to share with all of you. My sharing topic is about an experience Gao Ai, giving her all. Go Ai was 87 years old. Her spine has badly degenerated. Her spine isn't her only problem either. She became blind in her right eye when a brain tumor compressed her activeness. Despite her physical challenge, she insists on going out to volunteer. She just can't bring herself to sit around at home when she thinks of the heavy burden on Master Cheng Yen's shoulders. She is still young. She wants to help out as much as she can. She almost never misses a chance to volunteer, whether it be cleaning the Banqiao complex, cooking for Tzu Chi events, or packing Tzu Chi publication, not to mention recycling, which she does every day. She can't stand for long. She always have to lean on something for support. She have always have issues with her back and legs, but she paid no heed to them until 6 or 7 years ago. By the time she finally sought medical help, however, her condition was too far along for surgery. Her doctor advised her to take a lot of rest, but she resumed her volunteering, wearing a back brace and leaning on a walker. In the old days, she had 3 jobs in a day. She cleaned the Huazhong Bridge in the midnight, saw food in the morning, tidy people's houses in the afternoon. She tried her hardest to make money to help the master build Hualien Tzu Chi Hospital. She donated all her hard-earned money to Tzu Chi. In fact, her footprints are all over the foundation charity work. One time, after she had just donated 150,000 Taiwan dollars and was feeling very happy, she listened to a talk given by Master Cheng Yen and learned about the dilapidated houses of some impoverished people in China. She wanted to help those poor people, but she had just donated all her money. Her pockets were now empty. She felt so awful. She could not sleep that night. She strapped her bed sheets and blankets and slept on the bare, hard wooden surface. She decided that she may not have money to donate, but she could at least suffer with those poor people to show that her heart was with them. Go had been hired as a paid employee at Tzu Chi Taipei office. She ever worked as cook and cleaner at Tzu Chi office. She never used that salary. She donated all the money to Tzu Chi. She became a full-time volunteer in 2005. Even though she no longer makes money, she explained that her eldest son gives her an allowance of 5,000 Taiwan dollars every month, and that money is enough to cover her expenses, so she is free to donate her pensions. All her clothes were recycled except her volunteer uniform, as she can donate as much money as possible to help Master Cheng Yen. She loves recycling and finds a lot of solace in the work. Some volunteers once suggest to Go that she rests at home occasionally instead of volunteering every day, but Go has a mind of her own. Time passes faster when I am out volunteering. She said even my baggage seemed easier to bear. All in all, despite her age and illness, she is still able to help decrease Master Cheng Yen's burden. Let's watch the short video clip.
我这腰嘛疼，腰会使讲哦，24小时拢个疼啦，这嘛真疼啦。医生嘛甲我讲，师姐你哪会忍耐哈？我老是讲会食饭啊，咱就爱做有意义的代志。像我规工按食饱做个食敢真有意义，就无意义。像我坐咧看迄大路，从咱家己怨他讲，人个骗我较老耐，安行路遐好势，我规工来做咧食。
当时一心一意想要趁钱的心，是为着布施。1976年，一个买水果的人客介绍伊去到花莲，想要到影响到伊一世人。
师遐尼伟大吼，安尼一个女将安遐尼高，安做代志做遐大啊，我就是感动安尼啦。
等下到厝内面，伊更加是拍拼工作，日时卖水果，半暝起来摒扫华中桥。记着人着讲资济甲募款。1982年，高爱受证资济委员，发号正目，委员编号244号。
一般人赚钱一定都会想要改善家里，因为我们家的环境也不是说非常富裕。对，然后呢，妈妈赚的钱呢，真的都是辛苦钱。那我会觉得说，这些钱应该是要来改善家里的经济，然后应该吃好用好啊，物质改善才对啊。怎么会把这个钱呢这样布施出去？我也是产生很多问号。其实我妈妈她的个性还蛮倔强的。对，记得小时候呢，他跟我父亲，他们夫妻之间啊，难免都会有一些口角。那两个人个性也都蛮硬的，然后谁也不让谁。那家里的气氛呢，一定是最遭殃的，就是我们这些子女，因为家里的气氛就整个都很不好。后来呢，妈妈因为因缘，然后进了慈济，慢慢的，她的个性也在改变。
人时常冤家，但是高爱的转变却是对伊事情产生了潜移默化的作用。伊也是一步一步将伊事情带入来组织，甚至结婚50年的习惯也改掉了。2008年，黄顺和也受证做组织委员。
我的父亲呢，也被他的改变呢吓了一大跳，后来也进了慈济，成为上人的弟子。对，那真的是很感恩因为我的妈妈的助缘，接应我爸爸，还有我进慈济，多少还是个性有点潜移默化，也有受我妈妈的影响。其实我的个性有时候也是蛮拗的，随着成长还有妈妈的影响，慢慢个性呢也变得比较柔软了。与人互动啊，都应该配合大家，成就圆满一件事这样。
2014年6月期间，台北三峡园区每天都有将近200位营建志工帮忙来装组合屋，这准备要送去菲律宾赈灾。当时高爱也弯着身躯，风吹日晒，忍着身体的鼻涕来帮忙。总是惊时间浪费，担心无钱通布施，高爱无浪费时间。后来，伊有机会到组织台北分会，甲大家煮饭。虽然有领薪水，但是从来无摕回去厝内面。
伊伫台北分会在做相机的时阵，虽然有薪水，但是因爱欠拢尽量甲欠。欠的是爱这在搁在市场买菜出来，足重的伊拢家己赶，唔敢讲搁开一点仔钱，搁来请人来拖出来。拖出来了，又能会坐公车了，坐去台北分会。若正经坐。有人会坐公车来台北分会。阮
下事要起病看到事遐尼艰苦，阮就真艰苦。见到人就招，见到人就招。我就讲，我加招一分，就互事减一分的负担。
因为年纪甲过去日夜的操劳，高爱的身体已经有了警告，伊的髋关节一天一天退化，使得伊的身躯徛袂直。也在健康检查时诊断出脑部生一粒瘤，后来接连高血压、心脏问题也拢出现了。
还好，就是有碰到了贵人高爱师姐。她虽然脊椎上有毛病，但是她还是很关怀我们。在没有预警的情况下，高爱自己从楼下慢慢一步一步爬到4楼，关怀我们。那时候这个感动让我掉下眼泪来。民国80几年那时候，我们那个缴功德款的时候，又到台北分会去缴。那时候高爱师姐也分享说，那时候她缴的咖啡本比现在咖啡本还大，大概是6本那么大的咖啡本，一次缴功德款是70、80万，旁边师姐就很羡慕在旁边就偷偷讲说，我刚那带导游，看不出来，给他听到，他说。那时候真的是，他是全心全力做慈济，所以我被他感动，说他全家都教笼统。但是我去他家的时候，真的很节俭，连夏天去那个电风扇客厅都不舍得吹，还把房间拿出来吹。我说，哇，我真的太感动，太慈悲了。
上轮弟子高爱，生生世世要说上轮行，行到最后一开，感恩上轮。
高爱，还有金月云，还有陈其士，爱精进哦。虽然咱是较济岁啊，其实呢，咱的身体拢真健康哦，加油！
上轮是安怎啦？
开刀了，
对，开刀啊！加油！感恩上轮做错代志咧，哈！
Life is short and full of suffering. Make the best use of second to benefit the mankind to fulfill a meaningful life. Apparently, Go Ai committed her whole life in volunteering despite her physical illness. Go Ai thought that her life was suffering. She met Master Cheng Yen at one occasion. She saluted Master for her great compassion. Her mindset was changed after that. She worked hard to earn money since young. All her money was contributed to do the charity. As the saying of Sutra of infinite meanings, 能舍一切诸难舍，财宝妻子及国城。Giving actually helps to eliminate our greed, anger, and ignorance. She made vow to follow the footsteps of Master life after life. She devoted herself by giving 3 types of offering. The first offering is material, such as money. Next is the offering of reverence, paying respect to Master and wish to ease the burden of Master. The last is the offering of conduct, doing good deeds to benefit mankind, put the Dharma into the practice. Let's end the sharing with the Jingsi aphorism. Giving is not the privilege of the rich. It is the privilege of the saints. Thank you for my sharing.
Thanks to Master Jie for her sharing. So while we're waiting for Master Huang for her part, I think it is important to take a look at the story and reflect on ourselves. I think one of the things that I remember the most that I was most touched on was the fact that the story when Sister Gao Ai shared about when she had just donated all her money, and that when she had just donated all her money, and she had no other money. She had no more money to give. But the only thing that she could do was to feel the suffering of the people. And I think that was something that we could do. I think what Tzu Chi does is that it provided us with so many role models and provided us with so many actions of kindness that people have done, so that we are able to learn from them, and we are able to understand and see that it's not just about the things that we can give them, but rather it's the feelings that we are with them and that we are connected. So that is why I feel that it's important that hopefully one day that we will always be fortunate and blessed enough to be able to give when we can. But there will be one day when we run out of things that we think we can give. But I think what Master had taught us is that it's not the things that you give. It's actually the feelings that you are being with them. And I think that's very important, is the idea that, that you are not alone. And that's why I think at the end, toward the video, there was a scene where Master walks by and just patting her shoulder and saying, if you're okay, because you still have got a lot of work to do. I think that's what Master does for everybody. Sometimes when we listen to Master's teaching, we would feel that Master's talking to us. And I think that's very important, to make us feel that we are not alone, to make us feel that we are actually, we're in this community of brothers and sisters of family. And I think that's what Ba Qing, the Dharma family, is really related, and it's really about. Is Master is giving us this environment where you are always supported, and like today, the video was in Chinese, and I understand that in different sites they were also given translation, and that's what this really is, right? That Master Dojie is giving the teachings, and at the same time somebody else actually can help with the translation. She has given all that she can with the video, and it's now up to others to be able to pass on this love. So I think it's very important. Okay, now I wasn't sure if we have gone through the QAs before. No. Okay. So let's bring up the QA. This is from February. Okay. Okay. So do we want to share this? That's good. Yeah. So let's bring up the questions from before while we're waiting for Master Huang. I think we're that should be okay. This one. Okay. So this is the questions that was asked before about Putra, and particularly about the episode where there was the girl. So many thanks to whoever that drew this. I think it was Sister Xiaoqing. I don't know who drew this, but it was very wonderfully done. How could anyone, right? How could anyone disapprove of giving food to the young girl? And so I think what that means is that it's the story wasn't actually very clearly told. It was only one part of the story, and I think there are many. It opens to many parts of interpretation, but the main idea was that when the Buddha was giving the food to this young girl, Sariputta didn't feel that it was okay. It should be done. There were times then that many people felt that there is policy, there is a certain structure, and there are rules that you have to always go by, and everybody has their karma, and everybody has their destinies that they must walk on. And so before somebody can actually sort of understand or reach that understanding, sometimes it is very easy and mistaken for a particular fact that they are upholding the policy. The one thing that I would like to share, something similar, is in Tzu Chi, you are trained to become a volunteer, right? So you go through these classes, you go through these, however many seating of these classes. And so there's a group of the training staff that helps you, right? They make sure that you go to these classes, that make sure that you go to these community activities. And when you do all of that, then you are allowed to certify, right? You are allowed for certification. Okay, so when that happens, but there are a lot of times when people, okay, so we're gonna do a quick pause, but let me go ahead. Right. So there are many times when exists a question of, do I go by the rules? If somebody miss about 2 or 3 sittings, do you make them, or do you want to encourage them by showing them leniency? And that always is something that is very difficult to, it's always very difficult to make sure what is the right thing to do. So at the end of the day, Sariputra still comes around, and the Buddha eventually decided, the Sariputra eventually decided that that was the right thing to do. So I apologize if I couldn't be very clear and concise about what the story was about, but now Master Huang is ready, so we are going to have Master Huang share with us the part.
Okay, good morning, everyone. So sorry, a little bit late for me to come here, and actually, I just want to give some sharing regarding food. As we know, last couple of months, a few weeks, 2-3 weeks ago, when Master having the volunteer morning assembly, she did mention the locust crisis happened in the East Africa. And Master, she say, our earth have fallen ill because many crops in the East Africa have been consumed by hundreds of billions of the locusts. And the locust is breed and multiply very quickly. Wherever they go, they will consume the crops there. So it create the shortage of grain. There will be the problem very serious. So due to this reason, after Masters, she shared this information to us on the morning assembly. If I'm not mistaken, and I think after 2 days later, I heard our Master Jay, she say we just recently got the instruction from Master, and she say that we need to do something. But before I say what Masters instruct us to do something, I would just like to give some sharing regarding in Buddhism, while we have our ordination, and we will receive a lesson, which is called 5 mealtime contemplation, 十春五观. And let's quick review for the first. And the first is asking why we want to take any meal, any food that we, into our mouth. And the first contemplation that we must to think of is to consider the effort necessary to supply this food and to appreciate its origin. And the second contemplation is to reflect upon one's own virtue being insufficient to receive the offering. And this is quite similar to yesterday Master's Dharma Sherman. She said that in gong. So what it means in gong, what we are worthy to get the offering. I think it's quite similar. And the third contemplation is to protect the mind's integrity, to depart from error, and as a general principle to avoid being greedy. And the number 4, the fourth is at the same time to consider the food as medicine and bodily nourishment that prevent emaciation. And so we call the dinner time, we call 药食. It's like we take medicine as we necessary. So if we want to take the food on dinner. So, and the 5 is to receive this food as necessary for attaining enlightenment. So that means that while we eating, actually it's not just for craving for meat, just for our own desire. Just I want to eat this because this tastes good and that. So this is the 5 meal time contemplation that every time we must to practice to think and to be grateful. But to be honest, even though for me, sometimes when this is the food that I is my favorite food, of course I will take a lot than the others. So I still want to practice to cultivate on eating. So now have a look for the next page, which is, as I mentioned just now, due to in the future we might having a severe problem for having the shortage of the food, because due to any other factors. So masters, she instruct her disciple, which is our masters who are living abroad, and especially for us who are doing the Tzu Chi job. So masters say right now we can, try to dehydrate some seasoned vegetables to keep the storage in case for future when we short of food and we can have something to eat. So this is recently what we are doing. So the vegetables we have dehydrate, which is we call a cauliflower. So now we are on the process on doing the cabbage. Here are some photos, which is I get it recently, and just to show you, although we have a limit of volunteers to come back and help, we still have a small group, include our masters, abroad masters who are cooperate and to complete this task. So now we can go to the next page. And here is the way, after we pick up all this, the thing that we want, and we preserve with some salt, and we dehydrate by using the machine. And the next. So here is the process, and to let you see, this is the final product for the cauliflowers. So we can cook as a soup, put it into a soup, or as a dishes to deep fry. And here, we're thankful for our masters who are, have to take turn to in this kind of hot temperature, and to help us to dehydrate these seasoned vegetables. And here, 我的照片没有 show 出来. Oh, sorry. Okay. And last but not least, I just want to say, I remember, I think about 1 week ago, during the morning Dharma sharing, masters, she mentioned a story regarding the Buddha story, which is, she mentioned a pair of brothers who received a sizable inheritance from their parents. And these two brothers, they have on different opinions regarding their future. So Master is saying, because due to our human being, we are we sufficient with what we have? So are we, count blessed by ourselves for what we are having? So some people, even though you have a lot of money or have a great fame or a great power, but yet you are still not satisfied. This is like, even though I have enough food, but I think I just want to get more. And, I want to just for one food, I can, I can travel a long distance and just want to taste this food, or even for this COVID-19, because due to people craving for meat and for special wild meat, which is they're craving for the live animals, the taste and something. This is like due to our insufficient of mind, and we create a lot of problem. So Masters, you mentioned because these brothers, for the young brothers who have a very great ambitions, is like to want to expand the business and to get more money. But compared to the elder the brothers who want to be in cultivation on, for his future. So after that, here I just try to say something which is like due to the two brothers, they are having different opinions, and they say since they are unable to align their minds together and their goals to be the same, so the younger brother talked to his elder brother, say, you can go your way and you can renounce your lay life and to be a monk. So you go your way and I do my own business. So after some times, after a few years passed, when the elder brother, he traveled on the road on the way to the city, and he saw a very skinny ox, and because some merchants and they were bringing some salt to the market, and the salt is very heavy and the bags are full of the weight, which is stacked tightly on the cart, and the ox have to carry on, and is already very old and skinny, and the ox had a hard time to pulling this cart uphill. So finally, this ox while he climbed up the hill and suddenly collapsed, and he was barely breathing. So this is kind of the monk when he saw this ox and feel sad for him, because he approached the ox, looked at him and contemplate him with his pure heart. So he think this is the young brother that the ox belongs to the brother, the monk, who think this ox who are having a suffering to pulling this cart uphill, and now is collapsed and unable to continue to walk due to this we call 因果报应 reincarnation, right? So, and finally, because the businessman, the merchant, and he know that this story, and due to the causes and conditions before. So finally, the merchants told this monk, say, since this ox belongs to your past brother, so I will give it to you, and you bring it home, and I will follow you to do the cultivation. This is kind of a story end up the end, but Master say, how to say, is like finally the monk taught this ox back to the place where he engaged in the spiritual practice, and he preached the Dharma to this ox every day. And after a few years, this ox passed away peacefully. And at the end was, Master say, this story is telling us, if our minds are clear, we will be able to see the principle clearly. Awakening and delusion are different routes. So Master say these different routes leads to different destination. So because the two brothers having a different way to go in their life, so finally they are facing a different causes that they came close. So as a result is like to think, if we have a correct direction, so we must unwavering to follow, so that we won't debate our way to do the wrong path. Yeah, I think this is the end for my sharing today. Thank you. Is it I pass over to KL for Sister Xiu Jing? Or
Lily, The video is like a summary of my journey in Tzu Chi to become a commissioner. Hello, everybody, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I do not know Tzu Chi until in year 2013. My ex-colleague invited me to be a donating member and invite me to do a recycling works nearby my old office at Tataran Sunway. During the recycling days, I meet many brothers and sisters who taught me about Tzu Chi culture. I was also involved in sign language presentation during the year-end blessing event at Stadium Shah Alam. However, I stopped joining any Tzu Chi activities after that. I cannot remember why, but somehow my affinity with Tzu Chi came to a standstill. I didn't receive any more invitation or information. We lost touch. Then in November 2015, I met my home brother who is an active commissioner who gave me a lot of support and always share with me about Tzu Chi and master teaching. Then I slowly followed my home brother's footsteps to join an English group to attend fellowship, home visiting, recycling, book study, chanting, and all big or small events. During those leading days, we spent a lot of time attending Tzu Chi activities, especially weekends to attend fellowship, went for HIV Batu Arang home visit. Year 2016 was a special year for me, as that year my home brother brought me to meet Master for the first time. I still remember clearly on that day, the International School Building Committee sought Master advice on the date for the groundbreaking ceremony. Master said calmly that don't be superstitious. Just select a date that inconvenience to everybody and go ahead. I said, wow, in my heart, what a practical, simple, and mindful answer from Master. I was so impressed and have so much respect for Master's wisdom. I felt so grateful and honored that I have this very rare opportunity to attend the meeting with Master. I followed my home brother to Taiwan and managed to meet Master for 4 times. Each of my close encounters with Master were very emotional, inspiring, and touching. She's a great respect. She is so simple, genuine, and compassionate. I have the great respect for her selfless contribution to mankind. Her perseverance, determination, and focus to help mankind is really second to none. This gave me more motivation and encouragement to contribute more. Just do it, do the right thing. It's always in my mind, and then I started my real journey to practice the Tzu Chi's way. As mentioned earlier, in order to have a same direction with my home brother, I slowly walked back to Tzu Chi culture and to cultivate together. The Mandarin term is called Tong Xiu. I wish husband and wife are at the same path to practice Dharma together, to support each other and progress together. Especially if one person deviates from the path, the other partner will hold hands and lead the other partner back to the right way of Dharma. We need the support of the family members and accompany each other to walk on the path of the Bodhisattva. We are the role model I hope we are the role model to my children too. And we really hope that our children will follow our footsteps. Family harmony is a very important way to start a peaceful society. From small love become great love. I'm very grateful that I can walk the Bodhisattva path with my home brother and hope to help to inspire more people to join our big family. I would like to invite my home brother to share a few words.
Good morning, 师父, brothers and sisters, 大家好, and auspicious blessings to all. Gan En for the opportunity to allow my home sister to do the sharing. May I just add a little bit? Why are we all here this morning? What is it that brings us all together to meet at this venue or Zoom meeting at this particular moment? In Mandarin, we call it Yuan. That is, we have affinities in the past and connects us that bring us all together today. I believe all of us somehow have these positive, good karmic affinities with our beloved Master Cheng Yen. That is why we are all here in Tzu Chi. Since we have this yuan, then I think we must really cherish our merits, relationships, and affinities with Master, take her Dharma into our heart, apply in our daily life. So let us continue to be mindful and diligent always, to strengthen and deepen our good affinities and to develop wisdom together. And we must always believe that the more we do, the more good affinities we will form. So we should vow to form good affinities with all living beings, life after life, so as to help ourselves and others.
I would like to take this opportunity to thank my mentors, brothers and sisters who guide me and support me all the while. Finally, pray hard and stay safe. And that's all for my sharing, today's sharing.
So over in KL, do you have anyone still have any sharing?
That's all, Sifu.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Only, good morning, everyone. Just now when I listen to it, and then they are saying your home brother. Then I'm thinking, who is the home brother? Then when I look at the picture there, that just now they share, Robert, brother Robert. Yeah, I know him. Okay, last year I think in the camp we met each other.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, right.
Yes, correct.
Okay, that is good. In fact, it's very happy that everyone gathered together this morning and also listen to each other, and then we can improve ourselves as well. So this is an opportunity that we must grab every moment. But of course, everybody have a different affinity. So sometimes we may not, just now that Didi was saying that by the end of 2013, she got lost touch. Like,
yes.
Yeah, nobody was approaching her. That is something sometimes we may need to reflect and we need to think about again because of because everyone is so busy. So if we have that kind of affinity, then of course we will go back again. Just for my experience, I was in Penang branch, I think, I can't remember which year already, but about 15 minutes in that branch and I walk along, nobody was bothering me. So I was so impressed, and then I do not know what should I do. Then I leave that place. And then I come to, in 2001, I think 8 years later, okay, when I was in Singapore, first time I met Mr. Stephen Wang, Brother Stephen Wang. Then at that moment, he gave a talk, and then I was so impressed, and I would like to join this organization. I go to approach a person who was wearing the button down, and then she was telling me that, so sorry, she is very busy now. Then I do not know what to do, and then I asked her, maybe the time is coming. I asked her, is it when you are free? Then she told me that she is tomorrow. Tomorrow she is free. So I came back again. So from that time onwards, beginning of year 2001, I started to join Tzu Chi until now. So I believe that what we say, 只要缘生不怕缘来迟，只要找到路不怕路遥远。There is still a lot of people that we need to go and approach them so that they will come and join us. So that is why Master always tell that 菩萨大招生. We have to go and try to get more people to know Tzu Chi so that we can see there is a peaceful in our life as well. Okay, so I wish everyone very good health, and then we always listen to our 上人 the teaching, and also we keep on practicing Dharma in our daily life. Okay, thank you. There is still some time. Anyone would like to share something? Robert, would like to say something?
It's like what just now when I prepare her sharing, I saw a bit of her notes. So I add on the Yuan. I think all of us, like just now I mentioned, we have maybe I can differentiate it into small Yuan and big Yuan. You know, I think all of us here, we have small Yuan with each other, and we have a very big Yuan with our master, and of course with Buddha. You know, so we need to make full use of this Yuan that somehow I think have connected all of us together here. You know, we must power, you know, this Yuan, and to bring us forward, and also to shoulder master's mission. You know, to 净化, you know, 人心, you know. And this is so that we do not so-called disappoint, you know, master, you know, our this yuan that we have formed with Tzu Chi and with master is a very valuable so-called asset that we must ride on, you know, and that is always what I believe. That otherwise we wouldn't be, you know, knowing each other. Just like, you know, I wouldn't know. In fact, even when I met my home sister in 2015, you know. I don't even know that she was in Tzu Chi, you know, until later on I found out that she lost touch in Tzu Chi, and then, you know, I brought her back, you know, and brought her to see Master. And immediately after that, of course, in my mind, I wanted her to progress in this walk in this Bodhisattva path together with me, you know, and that will make our family, our life more harmonious, you know. And I think Master managed to read my mind, you know, and somehow Master transmitted power into my home sister, and there we are now walking together in this Bodhisattva path. Okay, Gan En.
So today over here we have 5 of us, 5 of our Sifu over here. So most of us are we are all Malaysian. But the only thing is myself and another one just now they just leave it because of our job, our routine job. So in fact I was very happy as well because of this is also a platform for me to practice my English, because such a long time I didn't use English to communicate. So sometimes it's really I mean the words doesn't come out. So it's quite difficult for me to say it out in English, but in Mandarin, of course, it's much more easier for me. But I believe that through this platform, I can improve myself as well. And I hope everyone also will improve from time to time. And of course, for those who not really understand Mandarin or even Thai, you can also I mean, after listening for some time, you will improve yourself as well, because of just like we look at the people in South Africa, although they cannot understand Chinese or even Thai or even English, but they still can practice our Dharma and our Master teaching as well. So hope everyone will be healthy, and then all of our Sifu can stand up so that they can see every one of us. Maybe we can take out your
So this is a great affinity today, and also it's an auspicious day, because we have 5 Malaysian union masters together and listen to the Dharma. Yeah, it's a very happy to get this opportunity here, to be honest.
Okay, thanks a lot. And then I think the time is